Okay, guys, so in today's video, we're going to talk about Tesla stock today. So Tesla had a excellent rally today in Monday's session. So guys, we still have about 2 days left until earnings. Tesla will report earnings on Wednesday after the market closed. So let's get right into it, guys. Tesla stock had a pretty nice run. So the stock was up all the way to about 11%, and then it fell a bit in after hours. So guys, excellent day. I think a lot of people are realizing that Tesla is going to have an excellent Q1, and people are starting to realize that this company is for real. Like I said, this is a new decade, and things are really looking good for Tesla. So I want to explain why there was a bit of a drop in after hours trading. So there was a little bit of negative news published. So there's an article on Market Watch that says Tesla stock falls as extended shelter order dampens hope for California factory. So it says shares of Tesla fell in extended session Monday after San Francisco Bay Area authorities extended the regional shelter-in-place orders through the end of May, quashing hopes that Tesla's California factory would restart soon. So guys, it's a bit of bad news that's actually going to affect Q2 numbers, not Q1. So remember, guys, when companies are reporting in April, that's basically the company performance from January 1st until March 31st. So all of this news with the closures being extended and stuff like that, that will basically be reflected in Q2. So now let's go back to where I think Tesla stock is going. So obviously that news only had a small dip in price, but as you can see here, there's been a firm support level at around, I would say, 700. If you guys were to draw a line, about $778, which means that I have a prediction that we're going to have a major run up in terms of earnings on Wednesday after close. So a lot of you guys, the main question asked in this video, as I posted on my last video, I like to answer you guys questions because I think it makes the content on my channel better. So you ask, when is a good time to buy Tesla stock? Well, I mentioned that Tesla stock was at fair value at $500. So now it's at $700, but I still think I'm still on my long-term price target of around $3,000 per share. So for me, every time I buy a share of Tesla now, it's like having $3,000. That's my mindset, because we have to look at the company in terms of its future value, because today becomes tomorrow and tomorrow becomes tomorrow's tomorrow, and so on and so on. So since time flies by so fast, I think it's a big mistake to kind of look at the price now and think, oh, it's too expensive. I mean, how many times have you guys done that? If you've been investing for a few years? Well, I know myself personally, this happens over and over again, and I look at a stock and I think it's too expensive at that moment, and then maybe 6 months to a year later, I'm thinking, what was I thinking? Why was I thinking so short term? So for some of you guys out there that are wondering whether Tesla is a buy, it's absolutely a buy. There's not too many companies that come around like this. It's really, only a handful of companies every generation. So, you've got Apple, you've got Amazon, you've got Google, and you've got Tesla, Facebook. There's only a handful of these types of companies. So when is a good time to buy? Now. Now is a good time to buy Tesla stock. It was a good time to buy Tesla stock at $500. It was an even better time to buy Tesla stock at $350. So for me, it's always a good time to buy Tesla stock because we're thinking long term here. So if you guys are interested in trading this stock, you can definitely trade it into earnings. What you would do is you would basically buy the stock either today or you would buy it tomorrow. And then once, hopefully, obviously, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but based on our current movement and the stock price over the last 30 days, we can see that people are expecting Tesla to have a pretty good earnings report. And the reason for this is guys, stocks move very closely to basically the market consensus on whether the report is going to be positive or negative. So if a stock is running up near earnings, that means that there's a lot of basically institutional investors and individual investors and stuff like that. Now with the internet, there's so much information. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, it was so hard to get information on stocks unless you had a lot of money or you read the newspapers thoroughly. But now with the click of a mouse, you can get information on YouTube, Twitter, Google, Wall Street Journal's online now, and it's updated literally like every 10 minutes. So there's so much information out here that when a stock is running up like this, it's for a good reason. So for you guys wanted to make some money, you could buy the stock now and then hold it after earnings and then sell after the earnings and then collect your profits. But for me, I'm going to be holding my Tesla stock because I'm going to wait for that $3,000 price target. So guys, I hope this was a helpful video, and I post videos on Tesla Monday through Friday. So please subscribe to my channel for more future Tesla videos every weekday. And smash that like button as well if you enjoyed my content. So that's it for now, guys. Take care.